Welcome to the Daily Influence, where our mission is to deliver a daily dose of positive influence that can uplift you personally or be shared within your sphere of influence. While not every episode may directly apply to your unique circumstances, we strive to provide insights and inspiration relevant to most people's daily, weekly, and monthly lives. Whether you are tuning in during the morning, noon, or night, the Daily Influence is here for you. Listen, share, and embrace the power of influence in your life.
Welcome to Daily Influence. I'm Gregg-Brooke Koleno. Thank you for joining us for your daily dose of positivity. Today, we have Alexa DePaolo joining us. She's a driven professional whose journey is rooted in leadership, community impact, and fostering positive influence. Alexa has built a career dedicated to empowering others, and her work aligns perfectly with the core principles of the I in Team series, focusing on responsibility, collaboration, and making a meaningful difference in both business and personal lives. In this conversation, we'll explore Alexa's personal and professional journey, the key lessons she's learned about influence, and how she continues to uplift and inspire those around her. Alexa, thank you so much for joining us today.
Absolutely. I'm happy to be here. Thank you for having me.
Alexa, could you share a bit about your background and what led you to where you are today with our listeners?
Yeah, absolutely. So for me, I came from absolutely nothing growing up. And next thing you know, I was a young single mom and I was living on welfare. And I knew that something had to change and I knew it had to be big. And when you're on welfare, it can be really easy to get stuck in that cycle. You make $1 too much and you lose all your benefits. But the $1 more that you're making an hour, it's not enough to make up and supplement for what you lost in benefits. And I knew that I was going to raise my daughter differently. I just had this realization that I had to bet on myself and it had to be something big. And so I went all in on my career. It was scary and fun and amazing and everything in between.
Thank you for sharing that background. Your journey has undoubtedly shaped the work you do now. What pivotal experiences or values guided you along the way?
This is a good one. I would say it's my daughters. They were absolutely life-changing for me. And given my own childhood, I knew I wanted to give them something more than what I had. I was also blessed to be in a position with a company that gave me the opportunity to learn under two very knowledgeable mentors, and they believed in me. And that gave me the confidence to take the leap of faith and to bet on myself. Uh, Being a good mom is one of my number one values. And I always ask myself, would a good mom do this, right? And that's been pivotal for me, truly. Like my girls just are, everything is rooted in them. And would a good mom do this? Having integrity for them, having integrity for my clients, and having integrity to myself. And I just knew that I needed to make a promise to me and to those babies that our life was going to change and I was going to follow through with that. And I love to serve people. Taking care of people is just, it's one of my, I just have a true servant heart. And I knew that taking care of people and having integrity and being a good parent all goes hand in hand. And having all of those experiences really led me to being able to take off.
Can you share with us a little bit about what you're doing to do that?
Yeah. So I will say that for me, I run a team right now. I'm training people on their sales and their sales training. We go through business strategies. How are they going to build their business up? But truly, how are you doing it while aligning with your values, whether that's serving or that's just making sure that people have a really great, genuine, honest experience through this home buying process. And the way that we do this and the way that we impact people positively is really giving them good business strategies and authentic business strategies. How can you build a business up while taking care of people genuinely, really giving in value more than you're taking from people, right? Showing up for them, being honest with them. It is everything that we teach in all of our business strategies. It's a core of everything that we do and build off of.
The I in Team series focuses on responsible influence. Can you share a defining moment when you realized the power of your influence and how you chose to use it positively?
Yeah. Oh, I love this question. I don't know that it was an exact moment for me. I would say it felt very gradual. It began when my business really took off and continued to grow. when I hit that milestone of success, I knew that I wanted to make an even bigger impact and help others build their business. Something felt like it was missing. I had all this success. I had come from nothing and was living a life that I could have only dreamed of, that I thought only existed in the movies. And I needed to share it. I was already helping people one on one through my personal business, but I just had an epiphany and knew that I needed to share this farther. I needed to, for me to be able to grow, I needed to help other people grow and share the fundamentals that led me to my success. And I really believe if I can do it, you can do it. And I wanted to share that with people, give them the same success and that same confidence boost that I had.
So from that time that you had that epiphany till you actually started taking the steps to help others, what did you do in that period of time to actually bring that to life?
I think at first it was just giving a lot of people a lot of genuine sales trainings, connecting with people one-on-one, people who were struggling in their business already, and asking them if they wanted to schedule any sort of time so they could learn from me and what I did and how I was able to grow. And some of these people saw me start at nothing and grow to something. We also will host sales trainings now. We'll do trainings for anybody in sales who's just feeling burnt out, or maybe they're just starting out and they're really wanting to dig into not being an ugly car salesman in business, right? We don't want that. People feel that. Not doing business in desperation, really doing business in abundance, and being able to create freedom and financial freedom out of being able to do that, giving people that choice and a way to do it that isn't going to overcomplicate their current business structure, their current how they currently are living their lives and executing on their current business. How do you start implementing a change that doesn't feel like it's throwing a wrench into your life? Because that's hard, right? And so we just do it in a way. Here's a few key fundamental business strategies that you can implement now and today that are easy, but can double, if not triple, your business.
That's amazing. Thank you for sharing that. Whether in leadership, mentorship, or community work, how have you seen your actions create a ripple effect?
Ooh, I love this. Good question. I believe all of our actions cause ripple effects, and I believe to be a leader or a mentor, you have to live and breathe it in every action and in every decision. You are a leader, you are a mentor, and you have to wake up every day and make the choice to dress up, show up, and not give up. There are really no off days, but taking care of yourself is, I believe, part of being a strong leader. So that doesn't mean that I don't have an off day, right? It doesn't mean that I don't take days to just take care of me. I still believe taking care of me is being a strong leader. And I think that every action, every decision that I make is going to create that ripple effect, whether it's influencing my team and showing them in my actions that they got to take care of themselves, but also for my girls, right? For your kids, for my husband, but for everybody. Your people are always watching, and I think you have to live and breathe it.
So true. We agree with you. Can you tell us about a moment or experience where you felt you made a positive impact on someone's life, and what was that experience like for you, and how did it reinforce your approach to leadership and influence?
So this makes me think of one person in particular, one person that stands out. I met a gal about 10 years ago, and there was just some grit, some resilience about her, right? And she just had something that not everyone else has. And as I was watching her grow, I was seeing her also be financially preyed on by her leadership at that time, and just getting really beat up and burnt out. And I saw this, maybe I saw myself in her, right? She was a single mom, and, she was struggling to just get out of that rat race. And I had promised myself that I was going to hire her, and I was going to give her the financial value that she needed, and I was going to teach her how to grow her business. And it was just my mission to show her this. And so shortly after that, I hired her, and we have been working hand in hand since then. She is just in my experience with her and watching her success and watching how she's been able to take care of her kids and just grow, and the confidence that creates, I would say, is just one of my most cherished moments in my career. She knows how strong and capable she is, and now she knows that she has control over her own success. It's been a beautiful experience.
I love how that you had a positive influence on her and she had one on you.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Isn't that with everybody, though?
Influence is not just about leadership, but also about being open to learning. What's the best piece of advice or wisdom that has shaped how you approach growth and personal development?
I would say the wisdom advice that I got. I heard this a long time ago. When you stop growing, you just start dying, and that just really resonated with me very deeply. Another one I heard is the time is now, right? The time was always yesterday, but if I can't start yesterday, I need to start now. And those are always at the top of my mind.
Can you share a lesson from a mentor or a pivotal moment of your growth in your career?
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, this one's good. A pivotal moment for me is when I realized that when I was showing up in the office, right? I was the only one that was showing up for me and my kids. Sometimes we show up every day and we think the corporate world is also showing up for us, but they're showing up for them and their families. And there's nothing wrong with that, right? We all go to work every day to take care of ourselves, our kids, our families. But realizing that everyone else was showing up for them, no one else was showing up for me, and no one else would have my best interest in mind except me. And it was that for me created this realization that my success is my responsibility. It's no one else's. And that was absolutely pivotal for me.
Alexa, what message or words of encouragement would you like to share with our listeners who aspire to make a positive difference in the world?
Stop waiting for life to happen to you. Start now, start today, take control over your future. Right now is the time. That's what I would say.
Oh, that's great advice. Thank you for joining us and sharing your advice. If our listeners want to get in touch with you, what is the best way to do so?
I would say you guys, you could always reach out to me on Instagram. My handle is Alexa _ CO Homelender, like Colorado Homelender, or you could email me at alexa@prosperitymortgagegroup.net. That'd be the easiest way to get a hold of me.
Thank you, Alexa. Thank you for being with us today. If today's episode inspired you, make us a part of your routine by subscribing on your favorite platform and share it with those around you to help spread the positivity. We appreciate your support. Have an amazing day. Bye-bye.